Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to do the Figma EMMI from Metroid Dread. Now, I got it, full transparency, right? I didn't play the game. I said I would get around to it, and then life chose to prove otherwise. So, in full transparency, can't say I played the game yet. But, I know that EMMI was still terrifying from trailers, so what I know is strictly from trailer knowledge. But I will say this, getting this toy in has been spectacular, and it's made me want to play the game. Started off with her fully posed up. I just said I'm just gonna jump straight into it. What's crazy is I went straight into photo mode before I even sat down and did this video, because the posability on this thing is absolutely nuts. It's absolutely crazy. Now, even getting EMMI to stand up at the shortest level, right? We're gonna say stand up, right? And as you can see here, it's crazy because this is not small, you know what I mean? This is like crouched down in like one of the smallest positions. And the reason why I say smallest positions is because, you know, knees are bent, we have our curvature, we want the head to look straight. So even with the head looking straight, we're pretty tall, right? Absolutely. Now, here we are with extending the joints, then extending the joints down this way. And then even just straighten them out. Even if we straighten out this in the back, this is like crazy tall. Like, I'm gonna say this is pretty tall. I'm gonna say close to, if not about 10-11 inches. So about as close as a Masterpiece Optimus Prime, right? At the highest level. This is absolutely insane. Like, we're not even gonna talk about the full mobility of it. Just the look of it. And again, I can't say whether or not it's accurate because I didn't play the game, but I will say this, look-wise, I'm very much enjoying EMMI. We do have posable claws on each hand, which I do love that, right? These ones do not move, the smaller ones, but these articulated joints here are utterly fantastic. Now, what's crazy is I love Metroid, but I've been kind of feeling some type of way towards Figma stuff. And I gotta say, between Guyver, Samus, and now EMMI, my mind has changed. And I'm hoping going forward we get a lot more of this. Whatever they decided to change and jump into the back into the game of like action figures being crazy, I'm here for it. I like what Good Smile is doing. Now, here we are, there's this hyper-extended arm, right? We can actually like hyper-extend that, and it could be superposable, as you're seeing here, right? So that means being a quadrupedal means like, it's wild because you can get on all fours, you can rotate it around, like the arm extends, or we can just fold it back in. And then now we have a regular like looping arm. As you can see here, we can hit a T-pose, we can hit an extended T-pose, which is gonna be hilarious for me because hitting a T-pose on EMMI is wild, right? So here you have this large hyper-extended T-pose, which even hunched over, imagine EMMI going, "Where's my hug at?" Like, bruh, this is terrifying. This is like if EMMI went up against the Predator dog, I don't think the Predators would stand a chance. Like, I'm being real. Like, completely indestructible in every which way. Like, ridiculous, right? And then we also have, we can rotate here. Ooh. We can rotate here at the wrist, which is utterly crazy, right? We already saw us rotating here. We have our bicep swivel. Our armor does shift in and out, right? Our shoulder pad moves up and down. We can actually move what I believe is a protective chest plate. This is on a ball joint as well. But what's crazy is even at the neck, right? You can hyperextend it to get more articulation. That means either going left and right. Look at that. Utterly beautiful. Gives me Zaku Mono Eye vibes, which I'm always here for. Because even though, you know, screw the Zabi family, I'm 100% here for Mono Eye stuff. This is utterly fantastic. Then our torso. Oh my God, the torso is dope because even if it's one, like, hold on, let me fix this arm because I'm having a good time. And first of all, like, we're not even into the crazy posing. I'm gonna get to that. But look at this spinal, right? Look at that curvature. Then when you rotate back, you get this. Now, I think I may have done something wrong. Like maybe it's supposed to be the other way around. But then I remember because I did take it apart and like had some fun. But then I remember this might be where they plug in the stand. So I think I have it right. I think I may have reversed it at one point, but yeah. Here at the thighs, we can actually spread all the way out. We have a thigh swivel. It's nice and invisible. This is utterly fantastic, right? And as you saw before, working mechanics in those legs, looking utterly fantastic. It's so good. Then we have an articulated ball joint here in the front. That means, look at that. Look how far in it goes, right? That means you can get it flat, or you can rotate back. I think the only thing that doesn't move is going to be your legs, and that's because you want to keep them in a place where they keep you pretty much stable, like the stability issues. So it solved the stability issue. It looks really fantastic. All the joints move properly. I gotta say, outright, just from the articulation standpoint and the look, 10 out of 10, right? And I don't even know nothing about EMMI yet. All I know is that I'm here for it. Look how beautiful this poses up in a simple, this is the bipedal posing too. So look how good this looks just bipedal posing. This is sensational. This is just sensational. Now, let's get crazy, right? Like stay with me. Like, let's get crazy. Let's say we wanted to like wild out, right? Let's say we wanted to get wild. Look at that, right? Let's do the same thing over here. This is, oh my God, this is gonna be insane, right? And I don't know if I'm doing it right because, like I said, I haven't played the game, but, right? Let's say we wanted to get on all fours, get crazy, move this forward. I hope I'm doing this right. Oh, I think I am. I bet. Hold on. You keep it forward, but rotate this back. Or do I just, bruh, I'm thinking too hard. You could just do it this way. You could just literally just rotate it around. Like, I'm thinking too hard about this. Bruh, this is really good. Because even if you reverse it, as Missy Elliott would say, you put your thing down, flip it and reverse it. Like, no matter which way I do this, it's going to look good. So let's say I know I'm all wrong, but let's say you went with this hunched over version, or even if you rotated the arm around, like, this looks good either way. Now, I'm sure someone will correct me, and I'm glad you will, because I want you guys to get it right. Don't be like me and like not play the game and ruin things for yourself, right? But this looks crazy. Like, imagine like chasing down Samus in like bipedal form to squeeze in like to weird creepy places, or just overall hunting you down. This looks like a super dog tank mode. Like, in a horror movie, I'd be terrified of how this would look. Coming for me. But yeah, ooh. And I popped the head off in my excitement. Now, but since we're here talking about this in this head sculpt, right? I want you guys to be careful because, right, you have to line up the larger pegs with the smaller pegs. But the large peg here and the opposite of its small peg is going to be, and make sure it's lined up this way, because for accessory wise, when you want to change the plate, you have to lift this up and out to get that opening. And the reason why you do it that way is because you will get two replacement pieces that have these longer, sharper edges. And the reason why you're going to put those on is because when you change your plate, like I'm doing here now to show you, you will get an alternative faceplate. I don't know what this faceplate is for, but I'm assuming it's gonna be for some sort of super mad face. I'm gonna assume this is a very, you've made EMMI mad face. But you will get another faceplate here, and leaving her in that mode. And I don't know why I'm assuming. Oh yeah, so you're gonna line them up like you do with the faceplates. There we go. And as you can see here, looking utterly fantastic. Like this, like I said, this would be terrifying if something like this came for me, right? But that's not just where it ends. Even if you swapped out the plates with that, you will also get an alternative face. I'm going to call this the drilling face. Again, I don't know. I don't know which version of EMMI this is going to be, but I know this looks crazy as a drilling face. I want to call it the poker face, but I feel like that would be in bad taste. Also, with all of that said, you will also get a stand. So let's say you're not good at posing and you don't know how to get EMMI to stand, you will get a very large stand. This is very different for Figma. So yeah, you can plug it in. Looks really spectacular. So that's what you'll get. But like I said, it's really cool because if you wanted to be a quadrupedal or a bipedal, you got it. And then you can just put Samus on top, and then now you have memes. I'm pretty sure this doesn't happen in the game, but easy way to make memes, right? Very easy way. But it's one of those things where now we're going to jump into the size comparison as we compare Samus and EMMI and a few other things in case you wanted to be like a space adventurer of some sort. So let us get to it. So as we jump into the size comparison, first thing we're going to do is compare to Samus. And like I said, I'm very happy with the way Samus came out. So much so that I got a second one because I was like, bro, I'm going to wear out the joints on this. And just in case I break anything, because I've been having fun as she's been on permanent display. But here we are with her versus Samus. And this is I have her down at like the smallest version of herself. And as you can see, towers over Samus. And I love that because in the intro, that's what I saw. And they kept to their word. They made EMMI, in my opinion, very accurate. Now, when you compare it to something like a Marvel Legend, let's take the Iron Man Mark Model 20. This is a 6-inch figure, and easily EMMI still towers over it with no questions. Like, that's really, really good. That's actually spectacular, right? Next up, if you want to do like your paramilitary stuff, you have stuff like Valiverse and G.I. Joe. So let's do those, for example. Here is a Rollout and a Techno Viper. These are both 6-inch and a little higher than 6-inch figures. Again, EMMI towers over them. Excuse me. So yeah, this is utterly fantastic. As you can see, little to no problem. Next up, close to the 7-inch stuff, here we are with a Mythic Legions. My main man, the Knight. I love that. Next up, here we are with a NECA Alien. Now, a NECA Alien is probably going to be the closest thing, them and Predator, and even they falter in terms of size next to EMMI, which is crazy because this is, again, EMMI at her smallest. So those are one of those things where I'm like, yeah, this is really cool to get something really this nice. Next up, we have my main man, Ichigo, always going to make an appearance, right? And he is on a Mezco style body. And as you can see here, he is also one of those things where EMMI just towers over. Again, now for all of you that have EMMI and you know you're a short guy like me, you already know what it's like for everybody to look down because, you know, but imagine having a friend like my friend G look down on you. That's what this is. That's exactly what this is. Because look, this is what it is, talking to G. G is what, 7'1"? So this is what it's like talking to G. It's like, what's the point? Just walk. But yes, this is one of those figures I am high-key enjoying. I didn't know what to expect, but I knew that I wanted this figure, and I'm very glad I took a chance, even though despite not playing the game. This came out to be a spectacular figure. Look, and normally, again, I don't talk like this, but I'm very happy because I'm pleasantly surprised. One of the things I want to do is I can't find them right now. I'm going to have EMMI fight against a bunch of my synthetic humans. So yeah, that'd be cool. But hopefully I can find them because they're somewhere around. But yes, in the meantime, I'm getting carried away. I'm sorry. In the meantime, I do hope that you've been enjoying. I hope that you are well. I hope that you're catching all the cool summertime vibes because you should be enjoying life. And I know sometimes it hits us hard, especially out of nowhere. So I'm hoping, despite everything going on, you're doing all right. So please, be good, do good, drink your water, guys. Later. Real quick bonus at the end. Found one of my synthetic humans, and I found my Kamen Rider 01, which I wanted to pair the two with. And here's EMMI, so you guys know. So yeah, just wanted to throw that in there. Have at thee, guys.